What is up, you guys? This is gonna be my first YouTube tutorial. This is gonna be Blender, showing you guys how I do green screen keying in inside Blender. So what we're gonna do is you're gonna open up Blender. Your project's probably most likely gonna look like this 10 times out of 10 unless you change it, but you will come over to Compositing. We're gonna use nodes, and this is gonna pop up. So what you're gonna do is drag this over. You don't need this, so you can actually click on that and click delete. You're gonna have to add a movie node. So what you can do is come over here to add and search it up, or you can do Shift A and search. We're gonna find movie clip. We're gonna add that image, or we're gonna add the image to the image. What you're gonna do is Control Shift left click on the movie clip. Is going to bring up your viewer, and we're going to search up for our movie. So let me go to my movies really quick. Raw footage. We're just going to use a random clip of kids. We're going to use this one here. Give it a second. There we go. And we're going to use V and Alt V to move this around, and click Alt in the middle scroll button on your mouse, and that moves this around, and just the scroll wheel moves this around. So there's the green skit still there. So what we're gonna need to do is add a keying node. So we're gonna type in keying. We're gonna drag that in here, and give me 1 second. Key. My brain went dead. Hold on. Keying, and then we're gonna add the image to the image of the viewer, so you can see it. It's gonna change this. See, we're gonna change this, the color, and choose a darker green if you can. There we are. It's gonna look like that. But then you can come over and change it into the alpha channel, and you see it's still gonna show some of what you're trying to do is get all of this black like this over here. So what you're gonna come here is, this is your white, this is your black, and this I guess, I don't really know, but it helps change the intensity, I guess. See, I'm gonna show you. You change the blacks up here, you see, but if you bring this up, it's gonna like darken all this way more, and then after that you just touch it up. But that looks pretty good as is. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I'll probably bring the whites down a little bit. Yeah, I'm bringing it down some more. It's probably the green coming off of his necklace. Let's see. We don't want to bring that down too much. See how that looks like. Yeah, that might be the green coming off of the necklace. But this is just like a little quick tutorial. You just tweak it how you want to. You can actually double this. Like, let's say we duplicate it and bring that over. It's gonna add more intensity to it. You can just change the color and do all that, but I'm gonna undo that. So this looks pretty good for right now. I don't be remembering 4K dimensions by heart. Okay, so this right here looks pretty good. To export, you come over here. If you were exporting a video, you would do the frame rate that you normally would do, that you normally shot this in. You would come down here to output. You can change the output to wherever you want to. I'm gonna leave it the same. And Ian Hubbard, he said using TIFF helps with the best frame rate. So I've been using TIFF ever since, or you can use PNG, whatever works for you. I keep all these settings the same, and then after that you just go to render after you set your scene frames. I'll probably show you guys after this how to set your scene frames if you don't know how many frames is in your clip. Matter of fact, I'll do it now for you guys. Hold on. So I'm gonna open up Blender again. I normally open up Blender twice, one for this and one for finding your scene frames. There we go. Okay, now it's open. I guess because I'm screen recording, but so we're gonna open up. This is normally how it's gonna look when you open it up. You just click on visual effects, And what you're gonna do is open your clip. So I'm gonna come here, find that same clip. What I'm gonna do is find that same clip, green screen, and here's the clip that I used. Just click set scene frames and see, it's gonna show you that down here. So you just remember that and bring that in here. Just type that into right there. That's if you're doing a film, or if you don't want to use the whole scene, just go into your editing program, chop it to what you want to do, and do the same process, and it'll show you how many frames you have. It typically renders down pretty fast. I'm just gonna do an image right now to show you guys. Okay, you see how that like cuts him off a little bit? It's because we have to enter in, this was shot in 4K, so you have to render, put in the 4K dimension. So I really don't remember by heart, so I'm just gonna look it up, which I already looked it up. So I think it's always backwards. So 2160 by 3840. We're gonna try to render it down one more time. I might have had that backwards. Yeah, I had that backwards, my fault. So it's 3840 by 2160. So now when you render it down, it should show all of him, like the whole frame. Yep, there we are. So this is just an image. So I can actually export this. I'm gonna do a sample because I did this before, but I didn't have my mic plugged up. So I can exit out of this, come inside layout, and you're gonna add images planes. But if you don't have that add-on, you come into preferences, come on to add-ons, and type in images, click on it there, and then make sure you have it saved, so when you open a program, it'll always be there. So yeah, you can do add here or shift A, come down to add images as planes, go to where you save the images, which I saved it right here, and it'll pop up. The reason it's not showing here is because you have to go into like the render layout, change the rotation, so the x-axis change it 90 degrees and the z-axis change that to 90 degrees. It's a little dark, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna add a point light. See there, and then you can turn the brightness up however you want to do it. It's a little glossy, so what I normally do is I click on the image and come down to roughness, and see, it changes the roughness. Normally if you add in, let's say it's more videos, not more videos, more images, you would click shift A, images as planes, and you would go to wherever your image is, and then click animate image sequence, and that takes all, well, you would click all the photos that you have that you rendered out from beforehand, and then click images as sequence, and import, and once it imports, it'll turn it into a video. So when you click play, whatever your video is will be playing without the green screen because you keyed it out. But yeah, so that's really all it is, and you can add in just random things, you know, just build your scene or however you want to do it, or if you're using a third party assets. Oops. Yeah, that's all it really is, man. You can just, that's how you do your images in 3D spaces. Oops, wrong one. Yeah, this is my first tutorial, so sorry you guys if I'm everywhere or this is a little janky, I would say, but yeah, it's gonna get better over time. But next time I'll actually do breakdowns and show you guys how I did it in my videos and stuff like that. But all this is bringing your 2D image or video into a 3D space. So you can't really do much with the camera. So let me bring in the camera real quick. You can move your camera around and you just try to stay in front of him, and it looks more realistic. But once you start moving your camera off to the side, you can tell he's pretty much a my flat image. but bringing this into like a 3D space and keeping the camera in front. I normally parent a secondary camera to this camera, so this camera, I move it like back and forth, side to side, just enough, and then I use my second camera to actually do the panning and looking at other objects. Looks more realistic that way. And then after you finish that and just build your scene, you come to the output settings and just export how you want to. But instead of TIFF this time, you would do the AVI JPEG. That's what I normally do. Looks pretty good for me. Slow motion, it normally goes up to 60, I think, normally, but I changed mine. You can custom and do whatever frame rate you want to use, but normally I use 21 and export it for my videos and just slow it down that way, which you're not supposed to slow. Well, you normally can't, but in Premiere there's a way to slowing down footage that's 24 frames a second. I'll probably do another tutorial on that later, but yeah guys, that's how you do keying in Blender, 3D compositing. Then yep, so that's the tutorial for today, guys. I hope you guys liked it. I hope it helped you a little bit with bringing in 2D images into a 3D space. Yeah.